So I'm going to show you how to disassemble one of the Snapmaker U1 Toolheads in case you've got something like a blockage or failed extruder. I've got a blockage with TPU on this one. What we'll do is I'll show you how to open this up and how to get in to fix the problem. First things first, you want to take these top screws out here. Just take those out. You'll find that comes off now, that top piece. And you'll find that if you pull that off as such. So we want to take this little screw out down here now. So then you've got a little smaller one here now, which means you need to use a smaller part to get out. You might use your nail or something just to try and help lift it out. Like so. Put that to one side. So you're going to want to remove your nozzle as well. So there's 2 screws for that. You may find that they're really tight. You find once you get them started it'd be easy then just to use a normal screwdriver to get them out. Like so. And you're going to have to remove your top board as well to make life easier. You'll see there's 2 different size screws on here just to make life more awkward. So again, you want to try not to mix them up. And then this one's a thinner one that's longer. So that's that one out, even it went flying. So that's those 2 screws out there. So you'll find that will just lift off now. And that means you can now access down there and down there to get those screws. So you can't see what I'm doing, it's just obviously it's a bit fiddly to work on. That's that one out, which I think is a smaller one if memory serves. Yep. Just to make life awkward. That's the most annoying thing about working on this, that all the screws are different sizes in terms of the actual heads and everything. So they're sticking to one consistent size. You'd expect them to be different lengths and so forth. But it's just, I'll show you what I mean. That. Hopefully you can see that. So now everything should just come apart if you wiggle it. Like so. The only thing that's still in place is your fan, but you'll be able to get access. So if we just turn everything over now, we should be able to see the extruder, which is in here. So now I need to take these 4 off to be able to remove the extruder. Now this will take a little bit of persuading. Just keep wiggling it and twisting it, and eventually it will come up because this is quite tight on that bearing. As I say, just keep wiggling. And eventually it'll pop up. Now you can see what the problem is here. Put that in to get a better idea. It's binding. So after about an hour of printing where it's switching between different tool heads, this happens. So I'm at, so it prints for an hour okay or so, and then it just binds up. But the thing is, the printer's not detecting that it's not coming out. It just continues to think it's going through. So your print continues. So it's printing into midair, which means you've got a failed print, which is really annoying. I've not had this on any of my other machines. But clearly when I get all this out, as you can see, it's just pulling it through and wrapping it round. It's not detecting that it's got a failed print and that it's not coming out of the extruder. So now it's a case of reassemble everything. So you've got your 4 screws to put back on here. As I say, I thought that's why I just pop a little video up to show you how to change it. Oops, that's something you need to make sure doesn't happen. Just noticed. Make sure your bearing goes back in, because it can just drop out like that did then. There we go. So we just want to pop everything back over now. Just try and keep all your wires in the same location so nothing gets trapped. Just make sure that this wire here, just noticed it now. Just make sure that this wire here is tucked down and in that plastic recess. If it ends up being next to the actual nozzle, then obviously it's going to get hot and possibly damage it. So now we can put the screws back in for that one. So all those bits are together now. See a little small one that's left over goes in there. Now what I want to do is just fasten this back on. You'll feel it locate back in there again. Remember we had this little tiny one that went in here. And the larger one goes in there. There's no screw that goes in there, just so you know. Put your shroud back on. It just clips in place like so. Now we can put the top piece back on and put the 3 screws back in. So one there, one there, one there. So there you have it. That's how to open and remove any blockages that you might have, or to even if you wanted to change the Hotend on your Snapmaker U1. Because you've taken it out, I'd recommend you do a recalibration before you do any prints and everything with it. If you like this sort of thing and 3D printing and tech repairs, etc., then do subscribe to my channel, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye for now.